Hello everyone. The title of today's story is Don't Argue with Foolish People. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a wise old man named Mr. Davis. He was known throughout the town for his calm demeanor, deep knowledge, and ability to solve any problem with ease. People often came to him for advice, and he was always ready to share his wisdom. However, there was one thing that Mr. Davis firmly believed in: never argue with foolish people. One afternoon, a young man named Jack, who had recently moved to the town, came to Mr. Davis for guidance. Jack was known for being hot headed and often found himself getting into arguments over trivial matters. He had a habit of proving others wrong, even when they were not making any sense. Mr. Davis, I have been trying to help people around here, Jack began. But every time I argue with them, they refuse to listen. I always end up frustrated. What should I do? Mr. Davis smiled and gestured for Jack to sit beside him. Let me tell you a story, he said. There was once a traveler who came across a village where people were arguing over the color of the sky. Some claimed it was blue, others insisted it was purple. The traveler, being wise, decided to stay out of the argument. Instead, he asked one of the villagers why they were wasting their time arguing over something so obvious. The villager replied, You see, you are arguing because we want to be right. But no matter what we say, the sky remains the same. We are simply wasting energy trying to convince each other. Mr. Davis paused and looked at Jack. You see, Jack, arguing with foolish people is like arguing with someone who insists the sky is purple when it's clearly blue. No matter how hard you try to convince them, they will never change their mind because their reasoning is flawed. Jack listened intently. Understanding the point, Mr. Davis continued. When you argue with someone who refuses to see reason, you only lower yourself to their level. Instead, it's better to walk away, preserve your peace, and focus on those who are willing to listen and learn. Jack nodded, feeling enlightened. He realized that arguing with foolish people only wasted his time and energy, and it didn't lead to any productive outcomes. From that day on, he decided to choose his battles wisely and focus on meaningful conversations, leaving the trivial arguments behind. The town people noticed a change in Jack. He became more patient, thoughtful, and wise. And as for Mr. Davis, he was content knowing that his advice had helped another young person understand the value of peace and wisdom. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.